The next method of solving that we're going to talk about is solving after we've used our special factoring technique of difference of two squares. So remember that the difference of two squares said that if we have an a squared minus b squared, we can identify our a and b values and write that a minus b and a plus b is our factored form. So now all we're going to do is we're going to solve that factored form by setting it equal to 0, because y is equal to 0 when we are looking for the roots or the solutions to our quadratic. So we're going to start out with an a squared minus b squared, change it to our factored form, and then solve. Let's take a look at what that's going to look like on example number 5. On example 5, I have 9x squared minus 4 is equal to 0. 9 and 4 are both perfect squares, and of course x squared is the perfect square of x. So I'm going to identify my a term by saying that a is equal to the square root of 9x squared, and that is going to be a 3x. So I can go ahead and set up my parentheses here with a 3x in the front of each of them. Remember that we're also saying equals 0. Now I need to figure out what goes in the back of my parentheses, and that's going to be my b term. And I have a b squared of 4, leaving me with b is equal to the square root of 4, and the square root of 4 is 2. So I need a 2 in the back of each parentheses, one with a minus and one with a plus. And now I can use my zero product property to break these apart and solve. Let's take a look at what that is going to look like. We have 3x minus 2 is equal to 0, and 3x plus 2 is equal to 0. I'm going to draw a line here to kind of separate those. I'm going to add 2 to both sides, leaving me with 3x is equal to 2, or x is equal to 2 over 3, because the 3's cancel. Here, I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to subtract 2 from both sides to get rid of a positive 2, leaving me 3x is equal to negative 2. And finally, solving by dividing, I will get that x is equal to negative 2 over 3. Go ahead and pause the video here and see if you can do number 6 on your own. Come back when you're done to see how. Let's see how you did. So you should have identified your a term as being the square root of 25x squared, which is equal to 5x. b is the square root of 36, which is 6. So I can write my a term at the front, 5x, and my b term at the back, one with a positive and one with a negative. So negative 6 and positive 6. And remember to set it equal to 0. Now I can take each expression, set equal to 0, and solve the equation. 5x minus 6, I'm going to add 6 to both sides and then divide by 5, leaving me with 6 over 5 as my x value. I'm going to do the opposite over here. I need to move a positive 6 over to the other side, so I'm going to subtract 6. I still divide by 5 on both sides, leaving me with a negative 6 over 5.